Kiryat Tevon is a peaceful, safe, and friendly country town in northern Israel. It's famous for its natural green setting in the hills, its high quality of life, and its civilized European lifestyle. The town is situated about 70 miles north of Tel Aviv and 10 miles east of Haifa, the northern region's central city. Tevon's only about 15 miles from the beaches of the Mediterranean Sea, enjoys a California-style climate, mild in the winter, dry and warm in the summer, with no rain usually from April through October. The name Tevon is associated with the Hebrew word for nature, which makes sense because the town is surrounded by extensive natural forests. As you can see, green is the dominant color and it meets you everywhere. Kiryat Tevon is ideally situated with convenient access to educational, cultural, and business opportunities, but just far enough away from the stress of the city to enjoy the pleasures of small-town life. About 16,000 people live in Kiryat Tevon, equally split between children, youth, middle-aged, and elderly people. The majority of Tevon's population are upper middle class and highly educated. Unlike many Western societies where people move frequently from city to city, in Kiryat Tevon you can find many families with 3 generations. Many youngsters that leave town to study or work come back home to Tevon to raise their own families.
After we were married, my husband and I started looking for a nice place to live and raise a family. We looked in all the towns in the area, but there was no choice. We had to live in Kiryat Tevon. Why Tevon? First of all, the greenery. Everywhere you look, there are beautiful parks and gardens. The education system in Tevon is of the highest priority. Tevon's high school repeatedly has had the highest matriculation scores in the area. We have been living here for over 30 years. We have many good friends and neighbors. We have raised our 4 children here, and they want to live and raise their children in Tevon. I think this is the greatest tribute to Tevon.
Kiryat Tevon's approximately 3,000 youngsters attend 20 neighborhood kindergartens, 5 neighborhood elementary schools, and 1 central high school. There is a choice of secular, religious, and alternative kindergartens. A significant characteristic of the elementary schools is the full parent involvement in running the schools, including their programs and policies. Kiryat Tevon is home to 1 local youth club and 3 national youth movement chapters. Sports activities are very well developed in Kiryat Tevon. We have courses, teams, and infrastructure in a wide variety of sports. The Music Conservatory, serving more than 500 students, offers regular recitals which bring out of the pure pleasure of musical development at all age levels. There is a ballet school with about 400 students, and there are several choral groups which attract devoted participants and which regularly present well-attended productions. All of the participants perform in the town's ceremonies and festivals. Most of Kiryat Tevon's residents work outside the town. Haifa is the closest industrial, commercial, and cultural hub, with 2 top institutes of higher education, the Technion, Israel's Institute of Technology, and the University of Haifa. High-tech centers and companies are situated in close proximity to Tevon, within 15 to 45 minutes driving time.
When I came on Aliyah from England, my first stop was Jerusalem. And that's where I met my wife, who was from Kiryat Tevon. When our first girl was growing up and our second daughter was on the way, we thought a move to Tadmit would be a good idea. Tadmit's village environment and the local schools are ideal for kids. And it wasn't just good for our children, it was good for us too. It's also good because we are pretty close to Haifa. My wife could continue her career as a clinical psychologist, and I was working at the Technion, where I lectured in marketing and was surrounded by consultancy clients. Today I'm the director of MBA programs at the University of Haifa's Graduate School of Management. The university is on the top of Mount Carmel, just 25 minutes drive away. The drive at the morning up the mountain is glorious. The only traffic jams that I come across are occasionally a herd of mountain goats. Looking back on it, it was a great and satisfying challenge.
Kiryat Tadmit offers rich educational and cultural activity for the elderly as well as for children and youth. Just like the more sophisticated communities in North America and in Europe, Kiryat Tadmit has a nonprofit association to support the elderly. Neighborhood clubs give lectures, handicrafts, walking tours, and a program emphasizing health and strength. And there's a well-developed Senior Citizens Day Center. Whether it's learning to listen to classical music, learning to use computers, playing bridge, or meeting old friends, the participants are enthusiastic, and the day center is always full to capacity. There are 20 synagogues in Kiryat Tadmit, including Reform and Orthodox, so everyone can choose his or her ideal style. Weddings, bar mitzvahs, and bat mitzvahs are often held in the ancient synagogues of Beit Sharim, which are in the neighborhood of Kiryat Tadmit. This is also where our children begin their study of the history of the Jewish people. Standing with their parents, each child about to enter second grade receives his or her Torah. Kiryat Tadmit, we celebrate Israel's Independence Day and other holidays with unique and traditional ceremonies planned, produced, and performed by our own residents. Many neighborhoods of Kiryat Tadmit are so quiet that someone out for a stroll, even during the daytime, can hear the twittering of the birds and the chirping of crickets. Sometimes all you can hear is the sound of the wind in the trees. The open fields and forests are simply calling for the people of Kiryat Tadmit to go jogging, ride their bikes, walk their dogs, romp with their children, and just to enjoy life. And we do, in the freedom and safety of our own town. So if you liked what you have just seen and it made you curious, you are most welcome to visit or write us. See you soon in Kiryat Tadmit.